Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Canes will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wake Forest's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have...
Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Running back searching for a hole. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early.
Takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start.
Not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback gets the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Burden. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Back to throw. It's Burden. Finds his target down the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
It's complete to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami 21, Wake Forest 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Movement here from the tight end. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And then to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Burden. Finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the big fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. Hit the afterburners, kid. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first down.
The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off play action on first down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wake. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over Liberty. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The hand to the running back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unleashes one. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Number 20.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Peters. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Miami. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Can anyone catch him? At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
14.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted! Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 33. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
He lets it fly. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
On third down, he drops the throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Gain of 9. Second down coming up.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Quick completion to the right. The Demon Deacons get it past the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the lone running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Buying some time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
And the Demon Deacons will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Leaves it with the back.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He'll pull it on the read. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They're up by 4 over Troy. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. Running toward the tape. The 30. 10. Touchdown Hurricanes. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 45, on his way. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Burden. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw, it's Burden. Going for the big play. And he hauls it in at the 25. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football.
Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Burden. Gets rid of it. They're working that left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll throw it on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The incompletion brings up a second down. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after making the catch.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Complete downfield. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. He wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
34.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Sends it downfield. Snags it. Touchdown, Canes. And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point.